Hello, everyone. I'm Joanne Lowy, the Local Board Relationship Manager with PSPRS. Welcome to our STARS Insurance Processing in Employer Self-Service. This training will cover how to import the insurance file and where to review your subsidy reports in Employer Self-Service. Let's get started. And we will be in the login screen. So this particular individual has access to the employer self-service area where contributions and demographics are updated and contribution imports and demographic imports and payments are made. And then this 9,000 series is the local board login. And for the insurance processing, we're going to be going into the 8,000 series. So we're going to click on that here. And what we are going to do is import a file into the ESS. So we're going to click on imports and we're going to add the import. The type of file is the insurance changes. And I am going to look for the file that I'm going to upload. And my description, and it can be any description that you would like. I am just doing something that I've just become used to here while I'm doing these test files. Just ensure that the transaction codes are on the files. And that is that it's identified as R1, which is the retiree and information, and 03, which is the health plan information, and 06, which is the dependent information. That information does need to be on the report, which I know is on this upload that I am processing today, and a confirmation of the information. And once the import has been submitted, it will let you know here with the notification. Now, right now it says it's not processed, but it's ready. So our next step is we're going to validate the report. So go and click on that, get that going. And it's, again, a very small file. So it's already validated and validated successfully. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the ID here. And it does show us that it has my description in here that I put. It's validated successfully. Unfortunately, with it being the test database, not everything is perfect, so we don't have that import detail right here. But what I want to do is click on view errors, because what I've been encountering as I've been doing these test files is it does indicate that there's a warning on the dependents that are being added. And all that is, it's just a warning. You just need to be sure that the information is correct. And especially the social that it lists here. And that you are wanting to update that dependent information or add them. And again, it's a warning, so we can proceed with this process. And you can export the error list to an Excel spreadsheet if you choose to. That makes it handy to have as a record. Or you need to research further. You'll have that list that you can work from outside of the system. So right now on the imports, it does show validated and validated successfully. but I do still need to do one more thing, and that is to process. So you can process from here, or we can go back into the details, and it does provide us with the option to process here on this screen, which is where I'm going to click and let it process. And as you can see, it does keep you updated with what is being happening with the file. And again, it's a very small file, so it was completed and processed successfully. So this file is good to go. It is an import file, so the data that's been updated in the system will go through the pension payroll process before you'll be able to view the information in here, this retiree insurance tab or the roster. So again, you won't be able to view it immediately. But what you can do also is under the reports tab, you can go ahead and get a report scheduled. And this is the insurance listing by totals. It is what it's exactly the same reports you're receiving now from our office, except you don't have to wait for us to get those reports dispersed to the employers. You can go ahead and get this report yourself. So you can choose the export type, whether it's PDF or CSV, whether it's a one-time occurrence or reoccurring. I want it to run today, so I'm going to leave it as 3/12, and I'm going to look for the prior month in February because that's the last full month that was went through a pension payroll process. And so I'm going to do schedule that to be run. So we will do that. It lets you know it has been scheduled, and because it is the prior month, it will begin momentarily to get that information generated. So I just did one earlier today with regards to a report. It looks like it was processed successfully. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at it here. And this is the document that you will receive. And you can print it or save it. I left it again. This is a PDF, but it does have the information that you have been similar to what you have been receiving from our office. But again, you can run these reports yourself and not wait for our office to be able to go through each of that report and um, export the report, the pages for specific employers, because it is a time-consuming process. So now you can get that information yourself. I do have a report here that I scheduled to start on April 1st. So it has not been processed, but again, that's because it's scheduled for April 1st. The report I did today earlier has been processed. It won't take long for this report also to go ahead and be processed from what I've been gathering, so that way you can quickly get this information for yourself here in the employer self-service area and under the 8000 series system ID. So that is how you import a file and obtain your reports. Thank you very much for viewing this training session, and have a great day.